Pikachu for glory!
Hello everybody, my name is Weird1 the Nifty Gamer and welcome back to Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. So, we are back today, once again with Smash Brothers, and once again, why am I going into games and more? That's the wrong place entirely. So, we're back with Online for Glory, once we get in here, and after the surprise video of Mewtwo that totally no one saw coming by the fact that Mewtwo was coming out, we're gonna go back and redo Pikachu and hopefully beat people with Pikachu this time around, because we didn't do so well last time. I'm a bit more confident this time around, even though I'm probably no better than I was the last time I played, but fuck it, let's just go anyway and hope for the best. So let's just get into our first lobby here, and who are we against? It is JT. Sneezing! I don't care, I'm leaving that one in. Ugh. I sneezed, I don't care. So, our first opponent, Johnny/JT. I'm gonna sneeze again. I'm so sorry. And our first opponent is using Mewtwo. Classic Pokemon battle right here. Alright then. Oh dear. Voice cracks and everything. My nose is now tickling his balls. So, Mewtwo's very, well, he's not slow, so to say, but he's quite easy to knock out. I just have to avoid that Shadow Ball because he does heavy-ass damage, and Shadow Ball's like the easiest way to use Mewtwo, I think. Well, from my own personal experience, anyway. I don't know when he's going to call it in here. I'm feeling there. I kind of want to play Mewtwo myself now, but we've already beat the game with him, essentially. See, look at that. We're only on 52 damage. Mewtwo could get that done on us in 2 hits. Look how much we've done. No, sir! Oh, shit. Come here. Mewtwo's pretty shite in the air as well, so that's good as well. Ah, you're trying to reflect it on me. Ah, shit. Come here. Yes! Got him with that thunder. Oh, hello. This guy's not doing a good job at dodging. Oh! He's trying to meteor smash me, and I can't be having that. Ah, shit, I just walked into that. Come here! Okay, see you later. Okay, there we go. One stock to us. Come on. Perfect. So long as we just keep the speed up, he won't have a chance to attack. Oh, that's what I'm assuming, anyway. He's trying to use his own electric attacks, but nah, mate, not happening. I'm taking this as if it's a real Pokemon battle for some reason. As if type coverage matters. Ah! That didn't even hit him at all. Come into my attack! Thank you. Another perfect attack with that. Did he just teleport into death? Why? Well, he killed himself at the end there, but we got our first win. There we go. Our next opponent is Rab/Rob using Captain Falcon. Alrighty. This is gonna be fun, because Captain Falcon's so much fun to play against. Oh shit, wrong attack. Absolutely hate playing against. There's certain characters on For Glory that I just hate playing against because everyone plays as them and it's just no fun. And that is Falcon, Sheik, Zero Suit, Samus, and Rosalina. And then there's the occasional Diddy Kong, but sometimes that's okay. But it's like every time you're on, you will find a Captain Falcon, and it's just like not fun. It's not what I intended to do right there. It's like playing Pokemon online and finding people that always use like Gengar and Kangaskhan and Talonflame. It's like, please use your own original thing, please. It's not fun playing the same thing over and over again, especially the overpowered stuff. Not saying that Captain Falcon's overpowered, but it's just so overused that everyone knows how to play as it. As I was saying, once a character gets popular, everyone tries to figure out how to use it, and then everyone just copies off whoever is good with them. He's like, no, play your own way, you stupid person. I don't know. I have a lot of gripes when it comes to Smash Brothers and competitive play in general for any game. I've said on many occasions, well, maybe not on my channel, but to people I know, in my personal opinion, competitive play ruins games. Smash Brothers, Call of Duty, Pokemon. Why did you do that? I was holding left on the C-stick and I should have just done my Thunder Shock. Like that. Come here. This lobby's a little bit laggy. That's kind of annoying. Doesn't help that Pikachu's really easy to get KO'd and Falcon is a heavy hitter. Right, can I get up here, please? No, no, no! Ah! Darn attack. I apologize for the lack of witty commentary, or commentary in general. I really don't know what to say. I'm just focusing too hard on trying not to get this guy to beat me, because he's just like the typical Falcon player. It's like, you can't do anything against it. You just gotta really sit there and accept your fate. So that's 1-all. How many more Falcons are we gonna see? Our next opponent is Shay/Shrimp playing as Meta Knight, which is kind of odd because one of the tips I got before joining the lobby was actually about Meta Knight, so that's oddly thematic. I mean, it means nothing to you guys, but to me, you're like, whoa, it's like it predicted this shit. Alrighty then, so Meta Knight. Meta Knight's definitely not nearly as good. I would say OP, but he's not OP at all. He's not nearly as good as he was in Brawl, so that should be alright at least. Basically all he has to use are special attacks, and although they are good, they're easy enough to dodge, I guess. And then after the majority of them, he's left invulnerable, so... Or left vulnerable, not invulnerable. That's the wrong thing entirely. Oop. Close to the edge. But the only thing is, you can't really attack him while he does his attacks. It's like near impossible. Come here, you shit. I never actually see anyone play as Meta Knight, ever. So this is definitely a change. Whoa! Well predicted on my part, I think. No, 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 no! Ah! There we go. That's all you needed to do. Come into my attack? Nope, okay. At least this is a decent enough second fight. They are getting thoroughly wrecked. Shit. And then that shit happens. Charge it up. Charge it up, charge it up. What am I doing? No, no, no. I need to grab him. I don't know why. I just want to. What are you doing, mate? Trying to kill me? Oh, I didn't think that was him out. Well, there we go. That's 2-1. Next up, we're playing against Looney, or Base Mage, as his Nintendo ID was. Oh my god, the lag. And he's playing as Ness, also quite a common one for online, but not nearly as annoying as some of the other players. Oh, well, unless they do that. Alright, it's time for story time. So, I ended up playing with someone recently who played as Ness, and they just did the most annoying, frustrating, go fuck yourself thing I've ever seen in Smash Brothers. Ness's PK Fire to the, his side special, that move right there. He would do that, run into you, and then as you try to move out of the PK Fire like that, he would PK Fire you again. So you'd slowly just make your way over to the edge, take a shit ton of damage, and then while you're in the PK Fire on the edge, you would, like on the very edge of the stage, he hit you with his baseball bat. And that was the cheapest thing I'd ever seen, because you couldn't even get out of the PK Fire without moving in like this direction, which is what you did obviously to get out of it. And when you did that, he just did it again and just spammed that move over and over again, and that was the cheapest thing ever. And I'm pretty sure I lost the fight because of that. And it's just like, you're a dick. I hate people that just play like a noob on Smash Brothers. One of the ones I can remember most importantly were people who would play as like Mario or whatever, or Luigi, and do their up attack like this, and just spam that, and you'd be caught in a perpetual loop of up attacks, and it's just like, I saw someone who was doing that as Kirby the other day as well. It's just like, I hate people who play like noobs, and just use cheap ways to kill. It's just so bullshit. And that's again that whole story of me talking about how much I think competitive play has ruined games, and that's kind of what I'm talking about there, because that's the kind of thing that competitive players would do, because it's like any excuse to get chip damage just so they can win the game rather than have fun. It's just like, stop ruining the game, please. But the very common thing for Nessus to do with this PK fire is PK fire, and then they run over and grab you and throw you behind them, and it does a shit ton of damage, and it sends you really far, and it's just like, just piss off, please. And I will take that over the spam any day. Like, I remember back when Melee was a thing, before I knew what competitive Smash was, because it wasn't a thing that I knew of back then anyway. People would complain just about Pikachu spamming Thunder, and that would be annoying, but they've pretty much fixed that in, like, the most recent games, so, I mean, that's not a bad thing anymore. Like, it's still a thing you can spam, but it's not a thing that is spammed really anymore, because it's not really as effective as it should be, or used to be. But I tell you what, I've never seen something worse than what people have been doing in this game. I didn't even notice it during Brawl, because I was just kind of playing and didn't realize that there was competitiveness in it that much. I knew that people would play it for fun. Oh well, play it in terms of like competitions, but I didn't realize it would be like that competitive. Like you'd see some of the like really try-hardy players that you see nowadays, and nowadays I just look at it and I'm like, you don't look like you're having fun. I don't know, bit of a rant. Another sneeze and a rant. Have that for dinner. He has to make a decision here whether or not he wants to guard my deflect my attack or take damage. I think I know what I'd rather pick. Actually, no, I don't. I think I just dodge rather than trying to absorb it. Wait, does that work on Thunder? I don't think so. It's hard to tell because I can't hit him with it. Anyway, story time's over. 3-1 to me. We're getting along this one just fine, and that's the way it should have been the first time around.
Pikachu.
This stage is set for a perfect Pokemon battle. Hey look, another Captain Falcon. It's almost like I called this shit. But yeah, so those are just my opinions on like competitive battling. So take that what you will. It's not me saying that it has guaranteed ruined it. It's just my opinion that I don't like the way it's changed certain games. So if you disagree, I don't mind. I don't care. Honestly, you guys can have your opinions as much as I can. But just don't go sitting like yelling at me in comments or anything, going like, "Oh, you're dumb, you're stupid, you're only saying it because you can't win." It's like, no, I'm quite aware I can't win against competitive players, and that's why they're competitive players and I'm not. But my point is, it just to me looks like it ruins it. And if you disagree, well, that's fine. But there's no need to sort of fight over it, as this is my video and I need stuff to talk about. That's just what I'm talking about, because I don't know what else to talk about. Because once you get to your 8th Smash Bros video, it kind of gets difficult to commentate over gameplay, whenever really you just need to fight and hope you win. He jumped right into that, that was a bit daft. But I'm sure there are people out there that agree with me in the sense, like, I think for me the worst one is Pokemon. Smogon, if you ask me, ruined Pokemon competitive battles. Because now, right, hang on, here's another thing that I like to, like, I don't know what I'm saying. But basically, one thing that I've noticed when it comes to competitive battlers in anything is that when there's a person who's good at it, like, let's say, the Pokemon tournaments, there was that guy who used Pachirisu, and in Smash Brothers, there's people who use Luigi and all that. Once that person wins, you will have people using the same Pokemon or the same character and trying to replicate exactly what they did to win, rather than try and play their own style or play for fun in a way that they might win. Obviously you're playing the game to win, obviously, but you gotta play it for fun as well. But like, rather than playing it as themselves, they watch someone else and try to mimic what they do in order to win. And it's like, why? Like, basically what I'm saying is no one plays for themselves anymore. They just copy other people's way of playing because all they care about is winning. And although I love to win, like, well, not I love to win, but like when you play Smash Brothers or any game multiplayer with someone, you know, you're trying to win. But as much as I like to win, I would rather play my own way and lose every time than win by playing as someone else's way and not having fun with it. And if you have fun with it, that's fair enough, but to me it just doesn't seem like you're having nearly as much fun as you would if you played it by your own way. It just looks like you really just need the help of someone else in order to play your own game. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm just going on a random rant about competitive battling and competitive Smash and competitive everything. So once again, that's no surprise, our 2 losses have been to Captain Falcon. I think my point kind of stands with these guys. I mean, oh my god, another Captain Falcon. Another way to say this is, I mean, I think that the multiple Captain Falcons in this video kind of prove my point a little bit. But like, another way that I like to put it, the rant continues by the way. It never ends. Oh my god, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Fucking air combos and shit. Yes, I know that is a perfectly valid way to play, but it just seems so try-hardy. Can you just play properly? I didn't even get a single bit of damage. Should I just kill myself and end this torment? There's really no point just going on, is there? You guys just think I'm whinging, I don't give a fuck. But another good way to put it is, you know it's ruined whenever, look at the easiest example is tier lists. You're literally being told right there, hey, you want to play this game? Use this character because it's the best and you'll win. So right now on the top of the tier list of Smash Brothers is Rosalina and Luma. So you'll find a lot of people that use Rosalina and Luma. And in that, like in those tier lists, you know, Captain Falcon is near the top. You got Sheik, you got your Zero Suit Samus. Oddly enough, all the ones that I said I really hate playing against, and the reason for that is because they're not exactly overpowered. Rosalina is definitely. But like, it's because once people like start using them competitively, they find out really newbie tactics that, although it's like it's good for competitive play, it just ruins the experience for people who like to play online like myself. Who, although we might be good fighters, we can't really compete with people who try their hard balls off, or try hard their balls off is what I tried to say right there. In order just to win, and that's all they care about is winning. They come on the game with a very serious face, and that's all they intend to do. And you can't win against that, because they're intentionally playing to win, whereas I'm coming on here for a good time. And it doesn't, like, stand there. Tier list for Pokemon ruined it. That's why I said Smogon ruined Pokemon. There isn't a tier list for Call of Duty as far as I know, but basically there are people who make best weapon guides and best class guides and best setup guides and all this shit on YouTube. And that ruins Call of Duty's competitive standpoint, because you're basically once again being told, here, this is the best thing in Call of Duty, use this if you want to win. And that's what I mean by you're getting told how to play. So not only are you copying someone else's like actual playing style, but you're literally copying everything they use in order to play. And that's what I hate about competitive gaming. It just isn't a game anymore. Anyway, that's rant over for a while. Again, I apologize if you do not agree with any of the shite I'm coming off with, but those are just my opinions, and I am very vocal about my opinions. Are you playing? This guy's playing like one of the bots in training mode. I don't care, for the sake of getting through Pikachu, because Pikachu's extremely weak and easy to KO, I'm just gonna go ahead and count this one. I don't give a fuck. Plus, whenever I do these 4 glory matches, when I end up playing against players like those stupid, what do you call them? I don't even remember. Captain Falcon players, it just annoys me, and I'm like, you know what, I'll take whatever I can get. I don't give a shit, this doesn't seem like a real fight. I'ma take it. If you wanna complain, well, you're gonna fall on deaf ears, because I ain't listening. Pre-recorded footage, you can't change my opinion. I ain't gonna go back on this, I'm just gonna do this for a bit. I really don't know what he's doing. What the fuck are you doing? Ah! Okay, rant continues for a little bit. So yeah, another thing that just annoys me as well is competitive players. No, I'm not saying all of them are. all of them do this, but I have seen this thing happen before with people that I have just talked to in general who have been competitive players of any kind. They just think they just think they're better than you at everything once they beat you at that game. And what I mean by that is, right, is that once they beat you, they act like I don't know what the word is. Let's say pretentious, because I don't know what that word means, and it's probably the best thing I can think of. But they act like the biggest cunt, for lack of a better word, in the world. Basically, what I mean is, once they beat you, they start going on and telling you, right, oh, you should do this, you should do that, and that's how you'll play better. You should do more grabs in terms of Smash Brothers. I've had that literally said to me, and it's like, no, let me just play my way, thank you very much. Our next player is Asoc, which it's currently 4-3, so if I beat him, it's the end. But I thought I'd start talking here because, right, so like I was saying, right, it's not exactly me, like, ignoring... Oh, look, a Pokemon battle. It's not exactly me ignoring, like, constructive criticism and being like, I don't want to take your information that could make me a better Smash Bros. Player. No, no, no. It's people who, because they beat you, start giving you that shit. But the ironic thing is, those exact same people, if you happen to have beaten them, they'll start complaining that you've beaten them, saying like, oh, I'm a noob. Like, when I play as Sonic, which I haven't done since the first video, I tend to spin dash like all the time. That's my main thing. Someone, when I was live streaming one time, told me, you know, do more grabs, and I'm like, I would, but that's just not the way I play. I will try and incorporate that a bit more, but it's just not my thing. But I have had situations where I have beaten someone and they would complain that I just spam spin dash whenever that's pretty much Sonic's like, ah! Pikachu, what the fuck? I held up special. Well, I killed myself, essentially. Even though that's like Sonic's main form of attack is his, what do you call it? Spin dash. I was getting complained at for that. So, I don't know. Competitive players can be really salty whenever they lose, but at the same time, they think they're better than you at everything in life whenever they beat you. And they'd start offering advice like, do more grabs, you should use this item, you should use that item. And when I say item, I'm referring to Pokemon at this point. Competitive Call of Duty, you should use this weapon, you should use this attachment, use this perk, use this entire setup. It's like, no, let me play my way. And the thing is, if I beat you my way, I'll feel better about it than playing with yours. And I've gone on, not record, I've gone on to say to my friends, like, I would even dare say that YouTube gaming has actually been the main reason why gaming has been ruined, or competitive gaming has been ruined. Because, like, Call of Duty was a big thing on YouTube for a long time. It still kind of is, but not nearly to the degree it was anymore, like Modern Warfare 2 days. I'm not paying attention at all to this game. And that's kind of, like, it's obviously part of the reason why the game's so damn popular. But, like, as well as that, as well as that, it's also kind of the reason why the game is so shite now, is because people just keep on telling you what to do. They keep on saying, you know what, this is the best way to do this, guys. It literally, look up any Call of Duty video. I don't want to put like anyone on blast, as it were, and be like, you know, this guy is a big culprit. But like, look at the channel Team Art. I liked Team Art for a while. I'm not saying I dislike him now, I just don't watch him now. But like, his was the best example of best this, best that, essentially telling you what is the best way to play, and I hate that. Anyway, that's 5-3. Thank you for watching, everybody, so much. I balls up my outro. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Check my channel playlist for more games that I played. Thank you again, and I hope to see you in my next video. Goodbye. Oh, I forgot your character looked like that, Martin.
Oh wait, are you here? Like right beside me?
No.
Oh. Whoa, you're like all, like, legit.
Just be creepy, don't worry about it.
You're like, I don't want this to sound racist by me saying you're glitchy for this reason, but you're black.
Well,
Yeah.
Character mode?
Yeah, you get down there. Come here, you bitch.
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
No, I'm
now.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna kick your ass.
What is your problem? I don't know what your problem is. Why are you trying to attack me like that? Not fair.
Because I have anger issues.
I will get the tissue.
I have anger tissues.
I will get the tissue for your issues. This door is locked.
I don't have shoes.
Might need to turn the difficulty down a bit because I have it like up to the size. It'll go. That is okay.
I still can't find it.